So who wants daily tarot and daily single card pulls whenever you want them? If you have maybe noticed them over the course of this last week, you may have seen a new playlist go up on my main channel page or under my playlist bar. And that is because I have already uploaded all major arcana cards upright and reversed for people to start working with, whether you are looking for a card of the day or you have a question or an intention that you would like to get a single card answer for, or perhaps you are looking to learn the tarot and you would like to have a quick handy reference guide. If you are interested in something like that, I would recommend going and checking it out. I did record all of those videos with interpretations for each and every card. The way it works is that once you go to the playlist feature, and I've got a little instructional video I put up recently as well, you actually just set your intention before you hit shuffle on that playlist on your YouTube app, and then you will get the card that you are looking for. Now, I definitely recommend getting into the zone. I definitely recommend making sure you are clear on what your question is. If you're just asking for your card of the day, or you're just asking for a single card pull to a question or an intention that you have, really get centered, really get focused, and then hit that shuffle button. If you have any divine higher powers that you work with, if you have any guides that you work with, of course, invite them in before you hit that shuffle button so that they can help you get the best card for you. That playlist is intended to not only be used for daily use or single card pull for single question use, but you can also use it as a reference guide if you are interested in learning the tarot. And so I'm going to leave a link in a pinned comment beneath this week's forecasts, so you can go check it out and have a look and see what's going on there. And I will be adding to it, of course, as we go through this next month. Right now, it's just the major arcana, so like the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, the World. But that major arcana set of the tarot is actually a complete deck in and of itself and fully workable, and there are plenty of very good tarot readers out there that only use those cards. I like to use all the cards, and so I wanted to make sure while those were up and you can use them, I will be, of course, adding the minor arcana here very soon, so Pentacles, Cups, Swords, and Wands. But, of course, that's going to be a task, and so I have to make sure I give myself time to complete said task, so that'll be probably coming up as we get closer to the end of May. But enjoy it. It's all ready and up and good to go for those of you who would like to have some daily tarot, some single card answers, or maybe you're just looking to learn. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a subscriber. Thank you so much for all of your support to me. This is what I call Appreciation April. I always like to give some kind of gift back during the month of April, and this is just the beginning or the first chunk of a big gift I want to give to you. So let's get on and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot as we go through this second half of April. Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, bonus monies, shared responsibilities that you may have with partners, be they romantic partners or business partners, as well as this is your house of intimacy and sexuality. And starting on the 23rd and for the 2 weeks following, there's going to be a big theme of energy jumps, culminations, and transitions. It's a great time to have blocks to your earning power or your ability to accumulate wealth or maybe even eliminate debt or unhappy financial ties, because a full moon is all about bringing things to culminations and bringing things to end so we can actually go out with the old and in with the new. And this is also a time where you may be in for some unexpected good news with some bonus monies coming your way. And this is also a time where a lot of you may be getting a bit liberated when it comes to the intimate world. Some of you may find that romantic partners or even new romantic opportunities could be coming in with some electric chemistry. And this is also a time to let your hair down. So have fun, of course, be safe, be smart, be accountable, be responsible, be good or good at it, I say, but have some fun nonetheless. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your sign. And after a few weeks of being retrograde, he is now shifting gears, and the focus, especially in the first 10 days of this new direct motion, so as we go into the beginning of May, there's this priority of road paving, speed ups and cleanups. Now, when Mercury goes through this in your sign, in your first house, this is all about getting you back on track with things that you have lost touch with that are a part of your personal story, your personal projects, your personal ventures, things that you've got going on that are important to you, that are a part of your journey, that have nothing to do with other people that you may have actually lost touch with, right? If you've been feeling like maybe the last few weeks or even longer, you've not really been living your own life. You know, it's kind of felt like almost like you were a side character in somebody else's story, right? Living for work, living for family, living for a partner, not living your own identity, so to speak. This is going to be where we get back in touch with our own quest log, with our own story, with our own works. And you may find that a lot of your solo pursuits, solo projects, personal goals are getting emphasized for this road paving, speed up, and cleanup experience. So that is what we've got for your weekly astrology with the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget about, of course, your new daily and single card pull playlist. And for more information, you can check out the announcement I made at the beginning of this video. Okay, Aries, it's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. Okay, so we're going to be looking at, of course, spiritual themes. We're going to be looking at money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Okay, so let's see what's up for you in terms of the spiritual theme. What's this week all about? You've got the Devil reversed, which is actually a good reversed card because the Devil card reversed keywords are freedom, clearing, and the removal of obstacles, the removal of adversarial influences. And so this week, you're probably going to find that a lot of things in your life that have been thorns in your side, blocking you up, or maybe even binding you up, chaining you up, controlling your movements, making it impossible for you to get ahead, or stalling projects, stalling pursuits, or even people who have been maybe holding you still, whether it's holding you still in one space, holding you still beneath them, holding you still with them, or, kind of making life hell for everybody else around them, are kind of losing their power, losing their ability to actually maintain their influence. And with the Devil card reversed, there's a lot of release. Be prepared. This can be, in this position, a sign that, there's kind of an exterminator kind of feel going on throughout all areas of your world. So a big cleanup, right? Kind of a cleanup crew moment for your week, which is a really nice start to our read here. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs, you do have the Five of Swords upright. And so there could be some issues that come up around possibly a conflict that has been waiting to happen, is what I'm seeing here. Kind of a final bout, some kind of argument or debate starting to hit a bit of a fever pitch. This could be something going on with a client, with a coworker, with a boss, or this could even be something happening off the job, right? Maybe interactions with other people, family members, accounts. With the Five of Swords, this is indicating that there is something that needs to stop operating the way it is. It's only going to create more strife. It's only going to create more heartache. It's only going to create more stop-ups and disappointments. With the Five of Swords, this can also close a bad road that you have been on. And you may be happy that it's closed, or you might not necessarily know it was bad, and so it might be kind of hard to see it get closed, but that will be revealed this week as well. With the Five of Swords upright, there can be kind of a feeling of a win and a loss at the same time. Just remember, with that Devil card reversed, whatever is going is better off out of your life. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people, you've got the Ten of Swords reversed. Now, the Ten of Swords reversed is another example of a card you want reversed, not upright. Because the Ten of Swords reversed is all about dodging a bullet. It's all about escapes, unexpected good news, unexpected good luck, saving graces, things possibly even coming back on the table that we thought were gone or ruined or too far gone. And there could be something going on with a friend or a contact or an ally or an important conversation that is helping you to either escape a really difficult situation, right? Again, get you off the hook, give you a bit of a jailbreak moment, or this could be something going on where a friend or a contact is helping to get you back in touch with or reconnect or hook you back up with something that you thought you had already lost beyond recall, something that is still available, something that could still make you happy. When we have unexpected good news, this could be something that we had already given up on or something that we had already been preparing to give up on, something that we thought was, again, already ruined, but it's not. So there's sort of a deliverance from a hopeless situation or a reconnection with something that we thought was hopelessly already gone, and yet at the same time, unexpected good news. For your challenge this week, you've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. And the Four of Pentacles reversed is all about letting go of things that we might be clinging on to for a sense of security, for a sense of maybe consistency, a sense of stability, letting go of things that we're holding on to that are taking up space, letting go of familiar routines, familiar patterns, things that are stopping up our world, and also opening up to receive things that are actually going to be better for us. With the Four of Pentacles reversed, I sometimes, when I'm teaching my tarot classes, I refer to this as somebody being told to let go of the cookie so they can get their hand out of the cookie jar, so to speak, right? You can't get your hand is stuck in the cookie jar because you won't let go of the cookie. Well, the truth of the matter is maybe you don't want the cookie that's in the jar. Maybe you need to get your hand out of that so you can take another cookie that someone else is bringing you off a plate, which won't get you stuck. When we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, we have a challenge to not only let go, again, of things that we might be stuck on, things that we might be overly attached to, but also be welcoming to things that maybe we've been turning down or avoiding or not following up with that are actually really good for us. And finally, for love and romance, you've got the Eight of Cups reversed. And the Eight of Cups reversed is all about turnarounds. It's all about revisits. It can be a card of reunions or retracing our steps. Now, for a lot of you who are single or are available to new people, the Eight of Cups reversed can indicate it's possible that a lot of you may be reconnecting with somebody this week. This might be an old flame, or if it's not an old flame, it could just be somebody that you're already familiar with, right? Somebody that you know or you knew of once upon a time. It doesn't mean you necessarily have to be their ex or whatever, or they have to be your ex. This can also indicate, if not somebody in that kind of reconnection, there could be somebody that you are getting a chance to meet or connect to through an old friend or through an old associate of some kind, but there is a kind of a nostalgic trip down memory lane nonetheless. And for those of you who are coupled or are married, there is a sense of retracing our steps in the relationship. There could be something that we are rewinding or something that we are walking back, whether it is because we want to get back on a path that we used to be on and get off a path that we are on right now, or we might be thinking about retracing our steps or rewinding something because there's something that we would like to maybe realign ourselves with that we turned away from once upon a time. But that is going to create sort of a different shift, again, in the relationship, right? We're kind of retrieving an older period or an older chapter, kind of, again, reconnecting in that sense. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one involvements and joint ventures. So this is the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one or most involved one-on-one connections with. And a full moon is opening up a 2-week window period starting on the 23rd, where a lot of energy jumps, culminations, and transitions are going to be taking place. This is a time where we might be closing up a lot of stories or a lot of narratives or a lot of chapters in important one-on-one connections, one-on-one relationships, or joint ventures themselves. This could be a time of some important status changes for a lot of you Taurus people. And this can also indicate the end of some kind of long journey that maybe has been a normal for you personally or normal for a partnership or one-on-one involvement that you have. With a full moon here, this can also indicate the changing of a direction that an important relationship, partnership, or alliance has been maybe oriented towards. We might be finding a different direction to go down or a different destination to head to. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, shortcuts, and old business as it affects the present. And so after 3 weeks or so of being retrograde, Mercury is changing his priorities to road paving, speed ups, and cleanups. And in the first 10 days of Mercury turning direct, which is usually pretty profound for everybody, there can be a lot of corrective work, not just over the retrograde period, but even further in the past. Now for you, this is going to be focusing on speed ups and cleanups that are helping you get current with things that maybe have been falling behind in your life, especially when it comes to things that keep you stuck in a past, attached to old stories, old people, maybe even old transactions, old decisions. Mercury in the 12th house is all about bringing things to fruition so that we can stay current and even get ahead. So if you've been finding that maybe you have been kind of getting stuck, waylaid, slowed down, whether it's because of, projects or conversations or work not going fast, right? Just kind of getting stopped up. Or maybe you're dealing with people that are not current, right? They're not living in 2024, and you're getting kind of waylaid by jackassery. This can be a beautiful period because a lot of this is going to be forcing things to get current and get a move on. So that is what we've got for your astrology with the weather. Let's move on and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And if you haven't seen it yet, might want to check out my announcement at the beginning of this video. You've got some single tarot and single daily card pull opportunities for yourself and special playlists I just put up this last week. For more info, again, see the announcement I made at the beginning of this video. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your tarot and the traffic report. And so, spiritual theme, what this week's all about, money, work, material concerns, news and messages, communications with other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So let's have a look and see what's going on here. All right, for your big theme or the big spiritual focus, you've got the High Priestess upright. And our keywords of the High Priestess are, of course, guidance, assistance, wisdom, knowledge, but also even, yes, to a certain degree, helpful third parties. And this is going to be a week where a lot of helpful interference is going to be showing up in all kinds of different corners of your world. Now, helpful interference can show up where we have a lot of people stepping in and getting involved, helping to hook us up, take things off our hands, or again, guide us through sticky situations, help us solve puzzles, and just all in all, again, get involved. When we get this card with the High Priestess, it's really important to make sure that we are open to assistance and that we also allow space for that in our lives. Sometimes this card can show up and it gets resisted by people who don't know what's good for them. And so you may also be dealing with situations where there are people who are turning down good help, turning down good ideas, or refusing, to allow improvements to happen, right? They have to have it their way, or they'd rather just stay in the shit. Be careful if you're in group situations or family situations where that's happening, because you don't want good stuff to get turned away by the company that you keep. But make sure you allow this help to help you. Make sure that this, this high priestess upright theme is allowed to work its magic for you. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs in general, you've got the Five of Cups reversed, which is all about recovery. It's all about replacements. It's all about moving forward, crossing troubled waters. And when we have the Five of Cups reversed, a lot of what can happen is we're getting a chance to get on a better track or get a new stride, because of things that once disappointed us or things that weren't working out for us are getting replaced by better options. Now, this could be replacement money. Maybe you had a lot of expenses in recent history, and so you've been feeling a bit tapped out. Well, guess what? The Five of Cups reverse is saying we're replacing that money with new money. Maybe there was a disappointment on the job, or a disappointment on a house hunt, or a disappointment anywhere. And, we might have to let something go that we've been attached to or hoping would happen a certain way or in a certain place. But with the Five of Cups reversed, again, a replacement to something that was lost, or a disappointment or an injury incurred is on the table for you. For your community, friends, communications with contacts, associates, all of that, you've got the Eight of Wands upright. And so things are going really quickly here. The Eight of Wands is all about acceleration, fast developments, speed ups. And there could be something going on where you are having a joint pursuit, or maybe something going on with a friend or a community that you're a part of starting to speed up in its progress. If there's something that we've been all working on together, or somebody has been helping you or you've been helping them, developments are starting to rush in a very, very good way. This can also indicate news of some kind of fast progress that's going to be asking you to get more involved with a person or with a situation than you have been so far. With the Eight of Wands, we've got to be okay with speeding things up. It does look like there is going to be a faster payoff than maybe we were expecting. This could indicate, if people have been helping us, it's starting to pay off a lot more. If we have a project we're working on, or there's something we've been putting out there, something we've been trying to get off the ground, it's going to be speeding up there. But that means also going to need more from you and all involved as well to keep up that new pace. For your challenge this week, you've got the King of Swords reversed. And so there could be some issues that come up around either a person or a situation that, let's just be honest, is not a truthful person, or is not a wholly truthful person. When we get the King of Swords reversed, we see issues that have more to do with secrecy, not so much all-out lies or bold-faced lies. A lot of the times the King of Swords reversed, this is somebody who's keeping a lot in their closet. This is somebody who is telling half-truths. They are leaving out a lot, or they're speaking very vaguely, or they communicate with a lot of umbrella terms, right? We know that kind of person, pretty insufferable. And with the King of Swords reversed, there could be something going on where missing information, omitted information, covered up information, diluted information could be creating a problem for you. And a lot of the times, with the King of Swords reversed, our biggest challenge is to not only identify the shrouds around whatever this person is saying or doing, or the situation has around it, but also removing those shrouds at the same time so we're not getting duped. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Sun card reversed. And with the Sun card reversed, we see small successes, baby step wins. That's a big way to look at this. With the Sun card reversed, we actually have a really good week in love. This, however, can indicate that while things are going really well, there could be a lot of resistance to a lot of more permanent improvements that are trying to happen here. Now, sometimes this can happen where maybe you're you're single, you're available to new people, and you are getting a chance to connect with somebody, and you're syncing up really, really well. But there's just a lot going on around you or them, and it's like we can't really find the time to spend more than maybe an hour or so connecting, but we're really setting this good thing up, and we've got to find a way to rearrange our world to make it happen, or at least change our availability to make it happen, because we have a good thing that's just getting resisted. With the Sun card reverse, the same thing could be going on for those of you who are coupled or are married, but we're also seeing a lot of tense moments sometimes with this card. This can usually happen where it's like good things are happening, but people don't know it. Sometimes this can happen where people are attached to negative things within their comfort zone they don't want to let go of, and this could be something that you and a partner are dealing with together, where you have to face those things between you and your partner. Sometimes we become fond of or familiar with things that are not really all that good for us as a couple or as individuals. It might not be something between the two of you. It might just be an individual thing. Things are going well, but a resistance to good fixes versus not having good fixes might come up here in a lot of situations around love. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in the sign of Scorpio, your sixth house of work, reputation, schedule, lifestyle, the people that you serve with, teams, and anything revolving around the value that you get back for what you contribute to the world and to your community. When we have a full moon, it's all about energy jumps, culminations, and transitions. And starting on the 23rd and for the 2 weeks following, you might be noticing a lot of stories coming up for completion in these areas of your life, especially when it comes to things that have been maybe keeping you stuck in worlds that are becoming a bit redundant, whether this has to do with life at the office. Maybe we're not working with great business or great business opportunities in terms of clients, projects, workload. There could be some changes going on to your schedule or even your standing as it relates to your community and the associations that you keep. With a full moon, this is usually a graduation moment. This is an important departure opportunity where we get a chance to move on up in the world. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your 11th house of friendships and community, your support system. And so after about 3 weeks of kind of doing a lot of retracing of your steps, but also falling out of sync with maybe good friends, good allies, maybe losing touch with the important people or having the wrong friends or the wrong associations kind of take the spotlight, Mercury is now doing a lot of road paving, speed ups, and cleanups in this part of your world. This is a great time, especially if you've been feeling like you've fallen out of touch with allies or with friends that are assets to you. You could also find that when Mercury turns direct here, especially for the first 10 days of Mercury's new directness, there could also be a speeding up or a catching up when it comes to something that you've got going on with a group or a community or a big goal that you share with a friend or an ally or an associate that maybe got put on ice or has suffered due to interference of some kind, or a lot of interference in your social life or with the important social connections you have will be getting corrected. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. Let's move on and have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, you also have, of course, a new access to daily tarot card pulls and single card answers to questions you might have. More info about that in the first chapter of this video with my announcement. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and your traffic. And so let's start it up here. Spiritual themes, money, material concerns, news and communications with other people. Almost had that flip. Good thing it didn't. Challenges and love. Okay. So when it comes to your spiritual theme, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. And the Queen of Swords reversed is indicating this week we might be put in a lot of situations where we have to face old issues that don't want to be improved, that don't want to get fixed. A lot of the times with the Queen of Swords reversed, we can see bitterness, we can see spitefulness, we can also see a resistance to health or a resistance to things getting cleaned up. This can sometimes show up where you are dealing with a lot of circumstances that were built to serve maybe unhealthy ways of being, unhealthy people, unhealthy ways of doing business. You might be facing situations that could be seen as almost like generational curses, right? Things passed down through the family, either yours or another person's. There could also be some issues that come up here where problems that you have avoided confronting directly, maybe things that you've been trying to fix or improve passively or by beating around the bush, cannot be solved that way. And you are going to have to be more direct. You're going to have to get more involved and also catch yourself. You know, where is it maybe in trying to fix things or maybe improve things for yourself, you might accidentally be doing things that continue to serve the problem or the cause of the problem. You won't be able to kind of put that back in the box when it comes out this week. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Nine of Swords reversed. And the Nine of Swords reversed is more of a card of reassurance, even though it's a scary card and it's a reversed card. The Nine of Swords reversed is indicating that there could be something getting revealed this week that has been a chronic concern, a chronic problem, or a danger, or a perceived danger around a financial or professional situation that actually is not going to be dangerous at all. A lot of the times the Nine of Swords reversed, we see baseless concern, paranoia. Now, this can be a card that tells us, you know, something that we were afraid of isn't going to happen. Something that we didn't want to happen is not going to happen. Or we might even be finding with the Nine of Swords reversed that something that we thought was heading down a bad road is getting a chance to make a really good turn. The thing about the Nine of Swords reversed, though, that we have to keep in mind is that there could be some pressure to maintain a track you've been on that you do need to let go. And this could be coming from bosses, this could be people in your personal life, this could be things that are trying to keep you on a bad track when you're getting a chance to escape. Whatever is going on with the Nine of Swords reversed, watch out, do not pay attention to the herd, and let some fears get alleviated. You know, a lot of the times with the Nine of Swords reversed, we also see a lot of stuff that we didn't want to happen or we were worried about happening are getting canceled or disappearing in a good way. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Three of Cups reversed. And so with the Three of Cups reversed, there is a sense of a clique challenge or a community challenge that we are going to need to assess or pay attention to here. The Three of Cups reversed is a card that does indicate clashing, crossing wires, people working across purposes, are creating issues in a community or a space, or maybe in some things that you are involved in. This can indicate friends at war with each other, family members at war with each other, or even a situation where you may have to address where certain friendships that you have are keeping you in a bad spot or are totally okay with wasting your time, wasting your energy, and again, repelling good things out of your life. You might catch somebody who is doing that. If you are stalking a Gemini, I might be talking about you. It could be anything going on here, but I'm wondering perhaps if a lot of you Gemini people might need to be ready to face a fractious friendship more honestly. Okay, that might be something that you're going to have to look at here. For your challenge this week, you've got the Queen of Wands reversed. This week, you are probably going to come face to face with a manipulator, somebody who is a bit implacable. Implacable meaning somebody that can't be pleased, somebody that is just never satisfied. This is the kind of person who does like to manipulate, abuse, act out, create a lot of drama, take a lot of their personal issues out on other people, shoot the messenger, blow up and, on all the wrong people kind of personality. This could be somebody that kind of bears their ass, so to speak, this week. They could be acting out. They could be snapping. But they are also, with the, Queen of Wands reversed, this is also likely somebody that may need to be confronted. This could be the person behind some of that drama with the Three of Cups reversed, or this could be somebody who needs to be removed from your life so we can see the improvements that are coming once we comply with the Queen of Swords reversed kind of message of the week. And for your love life, you've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is indicating there could be an issue that comes up in your love life where somebody who has made some very poor decisions as far as maybe their own adult responsibilities are concerned is now making it your problem. And this could show up for you and a partner, right? You and a partner could be dealing with this, facing this together. There could be a fight or an argument about what to do with this person, especially if this person is like a friend of the family or an in-law or a relative or one of our adult kids. The Queen of Pentacles reversed can often show up where the problem comes down to negligence, wastefulness, incompetence. And there could be a controversy around this kind of situation. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this could be something going on where you notice this is happening around a new person or a recent person, or this could be a situation where your love life in general is kind of getting blocked by somebody taking up time and space this week and having you focus on them versus being able to actually connect with love or engage your own love life. And so make sure, again, you're getting tougher on people this week. I know this looks like a tough reading. It's all reversed cards. But at the same time, remember, this is not a sermon. I am not a preacher. This is your traffic report. Drive defensively. Drive intelligently. Remember that this is here to tell you what's up so you can know what to do. And I hope you do. Because if you follow the advice of the cards as we've read through them, you'll still have a good week. Just don't let this stuff just happen to you. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Scorpio, which is your fifth house of romance, recreation, creativity, personal enterprises, and your relationships with your kids. And this is opening up an important 2-week influence window starting on the 23rd, where a lot of energy jumps, culminations, and transitions are going to be occurring in these areas of your life. A full moon in the fifth house is all about departing a stage and entering a new stage when it comes to either romantic relationships or, again, relationships with collaborators, relationships with our kids. And this could be bringing about the end of an era. Now, this can also be a time of evolution, so evolving a relationship, moving it forward, or perhaps removing a normal, removing a routine or a familiar pattern and substituting it with something completely different. This is, however, a time where everybody is also going to be migrated out of what could be considered a comfort zone. And so we do need to also be ready to take that on with good faith, Sometimes a full moon can indicate a culmination or the ending of maybe a chapter, or even the completion of a story or the completion of a pursuit here as well. But we are going to have to be ready to get familiar with a new way of doing things too. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And so after 3 weeks of being retrograde and kind of, throwing things up in the air and maybe bringing back some things from the past and discombobulating a bit, Mercury is going to take from the 25th and for the following 10 days as he gets back to normal, more of a priority of road paving, speed ups, and cleanups in this area of your life. This is a great time to speed up the acquisition of wealth or the rate with which you are making money, pulling money into your life. This is also a time where a lot of roads are opening up that were maybe jammed or blocked by traffic or maybe even just covered up in the past as it relates to your work and your career and again, promoting yourself, rising up in the world. But either way, there's going to be a lot to capitalize on. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, if you are looking forward to daily single card pulls or single card answers with the tarot, I've got a special playlist up just for you. More about that on the announcement video I just made at the beginning of the first clip of this video. Dear Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot traffic. As in, well, what's going on regardless of the weather, what you need to be ready for. So we got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news from other people, challenges, and love. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme and the big focus, you've got the Three of Pentacles upright, which is all about teamwork, profit, and accomplishment. Those are the key words. I've decided to keep keywords on these so people can, if you're watching the screen, you can kind of see where it's all coming from. And with the Three of Pentacles this week, I do feel like a lot of you are getting a chance to have your environment in terms of your social, your support system, your social life, but even your comrades, your teams around you start to go through a lot of important evolutions. The Three of Pentacles is a card that can indicate a lot of gain to be had from working with other people, getting welcomed into circles where you are working with highly capable people, moving on up in the world. This could be really good news for both your professional life and your personal life. And the Three of Pentacles is also just indicating people really showing up for you, getting down to business and helping you work on your world. If you're not really accustomed to receiving guidance or hookups from other people or even letting stuff be known to the crowd, maybe change that up a little bit so you can actually get the most out of this week. For your material concerns, work, job, finances, you've got the Six of Pentacles upright, which is all about generosity. It's all about receiving gifts, people taking chances on you, gift giving, investments in you, and all kinds of goodies coming your way as a grace. With the Six of Pentacles upright, you might find yourself getting showered with all kinds of goodies and hookups, whether it's money, opportunities, people maybe picking you ahead of others for certain cool competitive roads or paths. You may also find with the Six of Pentacles, there could be something going on where support is being offered to you where you need it the most, or where you haven't asked for it, or where you haven't received it. But with the Six of Pentacles upright also, you may be getting something that is answering a need you didn't know you had. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Five of Pentacles reversed is all about help. Once again, it's about voids getting filled, people showing up, caring for us. And with the Five of Pentacles reversed, there could be something going on where another void in your life is getting filled. This could be something that is being taken care of by a friend, by a family member, or somebody that they are connected to. Your network just seems to be really showing up for you this week. And there also could be something going on where you and a friend or you and a contact are joining forces. And so it's kind of like you have something that they really need and they're missing out on, and they have something that you need and you're missing out on. And by combining forces, everyone's getting hooked up. So all in all, really good news there. For your challenge this week, you've got the Page of Pentacles upright. So the Page of Pentacles is all about getting things concrete, getting things set in stone, making sure that things are organized and grounded, and that we are planting seeds and taking care of those seeds and not forgetting about those seeds, not forgetting to water them, not forgetting to monitor them. With the Page of Pentacles, it's all about discipline. It's all about making sure that things that are coming in, especially things that we want, are set in stone, sticking to a plan, making a good plan. Everything that's coming to you so far has been overwhelmingly positive, but we want to make sure that we are not just kind of haphazardly being too fluid, wandering about, just kind of meandering, whatever happens, happens, going about it to an intuitive way, or with too much of an intuitive attitude, right? We need more intention than intuition sometimes. And so you got to make sure that you're, staying grounded as we go through, and everything that comes up that's good has a chance to stick for longer than just this week. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Nine of Wands upright. And the Nine of Wands upright is all about getting set up for success. It's all about perseverance, but it's also about new boundaries, new protection, new safety, new stability. And for a lot of you this week, there could be something coming up with a partner or a love interest where you guys have come into an opportunity to wall out something that has become a problem for each of you. Or maybe a partner is coming up with something that's helping you to wall out a problem in your life, or vice versa. So this could be a problem person, a problem situation, whatever. But with the Nine of Wands, stronger boundaries are also going to be, again, making taller fences, which are going to make a more secure relationship, a more secure, happy home. This can also indicate a situation for those of you who are single or available to new people, where you are likely going to be connecting with somebody that you guys are probably going to be spending a lot more time together away from crowds, maybe more one-on-one time, kind of treating each other like getaways, at least in the beginning, but that can be good for a recharge space too. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, you've got a full moon in Scorpio, your fourth house of home, family, your living situation, home economy, and your roots. And starting on the 23rd and for the 2-week influence window following, there is a big focus on energy jumps, culminations, and transitions taking place here. And this is a time where a lot of family normals, living situation normals, environmental normals come up to be completely transformed. Now, this is a great time for any of you who have been thinking about making a move. You've been doing some house hunting, whether it's just moving, buying, selling, renting, it doesn't matter. This is also a great time for those of you thinking to make some physical transformations, do some cleanup, decluttering, or renovation work. But also on the non-material side of things, this can indicate a time of clearing and elimination as it relates to old family business, whether it's your nuclear family or maybe your family of origin, that could be exerting a negative influence over the present. Just be careful when it comes to a full moon in the fourth house. It can raise the roof when it comes to people's sensitivities, and not everybody is very good about taking responsibility for what they do with intensity. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your ninth house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, government and legal matters, academia, as well as your spiritual path and practice. And Mercury turning direct here is all about switching from what he's been doing this last 3.5 weeks or so, where there's been a little bit of a slowdown, some confusion, discombobulation, or a lot of just hectic randomness, kind of gumming up, slowing up, or confusing a lot of works in progress, and changing his priority to road paving, speed ups, and cleanups. And so you're going to find that with Mercury turning direct here, there's going to be an important shift where something that has been slowed down or maybe going down the wrong direction is going to be getting fixed. Now, this could be a big contract, a plan for later on in the year, something that you've got going on with your professional community, or anything where you might be dealing with important paperwork or long-distance contacts. Whatever is going on, Mercury is doing the cleanup, the speed up, and road paving for a better future for all involved. So that is what I've got for you here. I hope you found this helpful. Let's have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, if you are interested in daily single card pulls, whether it's for card of the day or a single card answer to a question you might have, I actually gave you something very special in the form of a special tarot playlist, and more info about that on the opening clip of this video. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we're talking about spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So when it comes to your spiritual theme, you've got the Three of Swords upright, which is a pretty harsh card. It's a card that's all about heartache. It's all about conflict, painful decisions, and even feelings of betrayal. And when this comes up as a spiritual theme, this could be a week where you are the one who has to start making decisions, making calls, taking actions that could put other people through that experience. And we sometimes do get put in those positions sometimes. Every once in a while, we got to be the one who's doing the right thing, but it's unpopular. We have to be okay with calling things that need to be called out, or calling it quits on things that need to be quit. A lot of the times with the Three of Swords, it might even make us feel bad to do those things. This can call us to account for, okay, where is it? Maybe we have been too accommodating. We've let certain things go too far. We're maybe prioritizing being appeasing versus being honest, right? Sometimes you might encounter people who punish you for being honest when they want you to be appeasing. I do readings on YouTube. I know all about that. People shoot the messenger all the time when you're doing weekly and monthly forecasts, and dump all the negativity on you all the time. But the thing is that sometimes, you got to remember, honesty is always going to be more valuable than being appeasing to people. And people who want appeasement versus honesty don't want a healthy thing. And you might have to make some tough calls every once in a while this week. But even if it's for the greater good, it could be hard. For your material circumstances, your work, your job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to home and family, you've got the Page of Wands upright. So this week, you are doing very well in all matters of your professional life and finances. The Page of Wands is all about invitations. It could be a boost to your popularity. You could be attracting a lot of really cool new gigs, projects, as well as clients and customers. Your stock is really rising here because the Page of Wands is indicating not only is the favor being thrown your way, but there may be some important proposition, some kind of important message or plan, something that is going to get a new road initiated for you. This is likely something that could be seen as a bit illustrious, or something that is going to pull you out of maybe a space or a status or a routine that you have long since outgrown. So be prepared. You are going to have to take a leap of faith with this, but explore it. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Nine of Cups upright. This is the card of wishes getting granted, things that we have been seeking, being found. This is a card of joy, happiness. And when we have the Nine of Cups, there could be some kind of important gift being given to you by a friend or some kind of hookup, by a contact, a family member, a partner, something that is going to grant a wish that you have been holding on to, that you've been waiting to see fulfilled. Or it could be that you are receiving some kind of news through a contact, friend, relative, partner, whatever, about a development that is going on outside of yourself or with regards to another person, a space, or a venture that you're in that is still also making sure that a wish is getting a chance to come true. You know, we may find out about something that's like the perfect development. All right, this is, moving on to the next level. And so it could either be news of this taking place or somebody delivering something, bringing something to you that is answering that need, answering that call. For your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Cups upright. Staying stuck. Staying exactly where you are. The Four of Cups, sorry, did I say five? Because it's the four. The Four of Cups is all about boredom, stagnation, tunnel vision, holding on to just what you know and just what you've seen, staying closed-minded, and having things kind of stuck on repeat, on a loop. And your biggest challenge here is to go, okay, recognize when things are giving you a chance to get out, right? Notice when things that maybe are not familiar to you are coming to you are actually blessings in disguise. Maybe want to make the extra effort. I'm saying this to myself as well as a Leo moon. Maybe make the extra effort to explore the unfamiliar. Get out of your box. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't repeat life day to day to day to day to day, Pleasantville style, right? Otherwise you might go black and white, and we don't want that. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Queen of Cups upright. And the Queen of Cups is all about healing. It's all about nurturing, but it's also about a shift in the flow of relationship progressions. Now, there could be something coming up here that helps you deepen the intimacy or deepen the closeness that you have with a partner. And this could also be something that goes to a very spiritual place as well, because the Queen of Cups is also a card that does talk about extrasensory perception, right? The unseen, things going on a more metaphysical level. So there could be a profound experience going on the love front between you and a partner, something awakening, something opening up, something kind of changing the feel, changing the vibe in the relationship in a very good way. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, there is likely going to be something going on where help is being offered to you, either directly or indirectly, that could put you in the path of a new relationship. Now, this could be help from another person or help from a circumstance. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 23rd. Oh, 22nd. But we're going to talk about the 23rd here right now. On the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Scorpio in your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, contracts, third parties, and allies. And when we have a full moon in the third house, this opens up a 2-week window period where you're getting a chance to escape some kind of big contract, some kind of big binding agreement, maybe more than one, that has exerted a negative influence over your life by association or just by the fact that it's existed at all. This is because a full moon in the third house is all about energy jumps, culminations, and transitions. But in the third house, it's all about freeing you up or freeing up something that's very important to you. So whatever has exerted a binding influence or has been maybe stalling, slowing, controlling, or swaying or bending something away from its best outcome is going to be getting cleared. And again, likely it is going to be something that is creating a problem by association, whether it's a contract or a personal association. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as bonus monies, any kind of resources or responsibilities that you might also share in with romantic partners, business partners, or anybody else. And when we have a Mercury turning direct here, there's a focus on road paving, cleanups, and speed ups for you. Now, over the course of the last few weeks, Mercury retrograde's probably been doing a lot of work confusing things a little bit here, maybe making things a bit more complicated. We don't know what's coming or going, but we could also have been scoring a little bit with getting some things back to us that belong to us. But with Mercury direct, now there is a focus on straightening out this part of your life, especially when it comes to cleaning up situations where maybe agreements or people or any kind of arrangements you have been making life a lot more complicated than it should be. And from the 25th on into the beginning of May, you're going to be noticing also a big speed up when it comes to how fast you are able to actually get out of a lot of these arrangements as well. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's move on and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, you've got single daily card pulls or single card answer pulls available to you if you are interested in checking that out. See the opening clip of this video for more info. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay, so let's have a look and see here. All right, so for your spiritual theme or the big focus, you've got the Page of Cups reversed. And the Page of Cups reversed is a card that puts us on alert for where we might be asking for or receiving the wrong kind of attention or attracting the wrong kinds of people, or this is a week where we need to confront where we're getting the wrong attention, we're getting the wrong love languages, we're not being seen or understood for who we really are, and how that can actually be alienating. We might be dealing with some discomforts, some turnoffs in all kinds of different spaces. When the Page of Cups reversed shows up, it's important to be firm, be more transparent, show more of yourself. If people are not really going to acknowledge who you are versus who they project what they want you to be or who they think you are, that's their debilitation. But you do need to make sure that you don't continue to further or encourage it in any way, especially if it's making you feel bad, right? If you're getting praised for doing things you don't like to do, lifted up for things you don't want to be obligated to do, or even feeling like you're kind of getting pressured, bribed, stalked by people that are not listening or not paying attention to who you are, what you're all about, and how you're feeling. You're going to have to tell them about it in detail this week. You need to make sure that you are not getting because this is the kind of thing where it's like, if we let it go under control, this is where we kind of get set up for jobs that we don't want to do, working with people we don't want to work, family members giving us things we don't want. Again, all kinds of weird, unwanted, seemingly positive attention. It can really wear you down, believe me. It can really demoralize you to have that kind of feeling. So make sure if you're already dealing with that, you're confronting it more directly this week. If you're not, you might realize where you have been and it's time to take action. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Moon reversed, which is all about reveals. It's all about discovery, secrets coming out, but also puzzle solving. And when we get the Moon card reversed here, There could be something getting uncovered, something really useful to you, a secret opportunity, maybe somebody revealing information that they've been keeping in hiding that could be not only kind of a lift for you, but possibly the discovery of an important shortcut, or maybe a blessing hiding in plain sight is finally uncovered. Now, this could be money. This could be something going on the job. If you're house hunting, or maybe you're trying to do something for your family, the moon card reverse can also indicate a very helpful reveal. But what we're seeing is a very nice discovery about something that has been available or has just recently been accessible now coming to you because of a veil being taken off. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the World upright, which is all about success. It's all about culminations. It's all about advancement and promotions. And this could indicate something going on with you and the general public. I mean, even though we had a really awkward card with the Page of Cups reversed, you are going to be very popular this week. You are going to notice a lot of things that you are putting out there are gaining a lot of support. It's just like we got to choose good support from bad support with that other card. But with the World card, we're also seeing you going through a bit of a jump when it comes to your social life. This could be an advancement in an important joint venture, something you've got going on with a friend, a collaborator, a business ally. This could also indicate news from somebody that is close to you or an ally of yours about a development in your world that is sealing an important deal, a decision getting made in your favor, or maybe somebody is wrapping up something that is also going to produce a big victory for you as well. For your challenge this week, you've got the Death card reversed. And the Death card reversed is all about transitions that are being resisted, transitions that are getting slowed down, or maybe old business or unfinished business, again, slowing up the works. The Death card reversed is all about changes that need to happen that are not happening and need to get finalized. Now, this could be you, Virgo, and I'm saying this to myself as a Virgo sun. This could be you taking way too long to wrap up things, or this could be you dealing with people that are either stuck in the past, trying to avoid or delay good or important transitions, or you might be in a situation where unfinished or old business is not being allowed to be fixed, and for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because people fall behind, systems fall behind. Sometimes it's because people or situations are not caught up. They're not in 2024, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Whatever is going on, you have got to persevere. You have got to finalize these transitions for yourself. And if you've got to leave some people or some situations behind to make it so, then so be it. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Pentacles upright. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about growth, productivity. It's all about upgrades and updates. And in love and romance, it might not seem like the most hot card because it's all about hard work and diligence, but yet at the same time, with the Eight of Pentacles, there is something going on between you and a partner or you and a love interest that is creating a stronger relationship because the relationship is going into a much more hard-working place. This is the birth of a project, the birth of a hobby or some kind of pursuit that is adding a sense of not only adventure, but a sense of investment to the relationship itself. A lot of the times with the Eight of Pentacles, we are coming closer together and getting a lot of rewards, both material and non-material, because of something where we can kind of pour our hearts into it with and for each other. So this could be also something coming up because of that. If you already have some kind of joint project or pursuit, it's getting lifted up, it's leveling up. And for those of you who are single or available to new people, it may be that it is a common passion or a common calling that you bond over with a new person this week. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget, my name is Nico, and if you want to ever get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. And on the 23rd, you've got a full moon in Scorpio, which is your second house of income, employment, values and valuables, and security. And it's opening up a 2-week influence window starting on the 23rd, focusing on energy jumps, culminations, and transitions with regards to these areas of your life. And this could indicate a lot of you getting a chance to switch out of a lane that you have been driving in when it comes to your work life, your job, or maybe an income stream that has no longer been providing you with a lot of value anymore. This can also indicate some kind of important ending or transition that has been in the works that is going to set you into a different lane as it relates to your work life. Sometimes these energy jumps can create for a very busy period as well, so you're going to want to get ready for that. This could indicate an environmental transition as far as your work life is concerned, or perhaps an arrangement transition as far as a financial pipeline is concerned. Whatever the case is, when we have a full moon in Scorpio, it is all about out with the old and in with the new. And so whatever the new is going to need some room. On the 25th, we've also got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one connections. So we're talking about the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your most important one-on-one arrangements with. And after 3.5 weeks or so of kind of throwing things off a little bit, making things a little bit more complicated, maybe even taking us out of touch with things that are familiar, but also potentially bringing us back on track with things we lost touch with, Mercury turning direct is putting a focus on road paving, speed ups, and cleanups in this area of your life. This is especially helpful in situations where maybe some joint ventures or joint pursuits, things that you've been pursuing with a romantic partner or with a business partner, or maybe the search for a business partner or the search for a romantic partner is concerned, because this is helping to get a lot of traffic, a lot of confusion, and a lot of unnecessary considerations out of your way. Over the course of the first 10 days of this newly direct change for Mercury, especially from, again, the 25th onwards through about the end of week 1 of May, this is going to be a time where you're getting a chance to accelerate a joint venture or a relationship priority to its culmination or to its next stage. And it could also, for those of you who are looking for new people for whatever reason, increase the population of your options and bring a lot more opportunities to you a lot quicker. So that is what we've got for your astrology with the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, if you are eager for some single daily card pulls or one card answer pulls to questions you might have, check out the opening clip of this video because I got a present for you. So let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot. Hi there Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, almost locked the door, challenges, and love. Okay. For your big spiritual theme or your big focus, you've got the King of Cups reversed. And this week there might be a moment or several where you need to be ready to confront where certain things that you've been investing in are actually working against you. The King of Cups reversed can indicate manipulation, especially when it comes to people manipulating things for their own survival or manipulating things because they're motivated by their own wounds, their own complexes, their own traumas, their own dramas. And you might need to be a lot more scrutinizing with who you're choosing to support, give the benefit of the doubt, and who you might be holding the door open for when this card shows up. And with the King of Cups reversed, a lot of the times this does have to do with where certain controlling situations or certain stories, it's going to happen anywhere, work, family, social life, it doesn't matter, have been kind of designed to serve the unhealthy in the situation versus actually eliminate it, right? And so if you've been, and honestly also sometimes this card can show up where it's like, you just got to stop being the therapist for people, you know, take a break from that. I mean, some people come to me thinking I'm the therapist, you know, and they come to me looking for stuff, and I'm kind of like, I'm not a healer. You know, I am the astrologer, the tarot reader, and spellcaster. I am not here to do healing for anybody. And if you are thinking this is healing, you are delusional. You know, you might have to take that message and deliver that to others as well. You know, especially if you find that the things that you're doing for people might be actually enabling them, or might be giving them tools or empowerment to hurt you and not know it. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Two of Swords reversed. And the Two of Swords reversed is all about commitment. It's all about important decisions. This can be a really good card if things have been kind of inconsistent as far as your earnings, as far as job searches are concerned, or just your short or long-term future is concerned. You might be kind of like, oh my God, like I don't know how long anything's going to last. This is a card of order. And when we have the Two of Swords reversed, it's likely this week that you're getting a chance to lock in some kind of very secure, very safe commitment as far as maybe a new job opportunity, again, a new financial opportunity, or maybe even something relating to a home or family priority or living situation priority that's going to really lift you up. There is a sense of also exclusivity going on here with the Two of Swords reversed. There may be a problem getting displaced in your life. You may have to be ready to fully commit to something so that it can grow, but that will also displace a lot of things that you've kind of piled on your plate as well. That being said, with the Two of Swords reversed, we are locking in something good that's going to take very good care of us. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Hangman upright. And the Hangman is indicating there could be something going on with a friend or a contact that seems to be a bit lost. The Hangman is all about a pause, a suspension, a break. And this could be somebody that you know taking a step away, either a step away from something that you're involved in with them, or maybe for some of you, taking a step away from a situation that they're involved in and they're looking for help. They're looking for guidance and helping to make a decision. They might be thinking about maybe making a big move with their life in some way and they don't necessarily know what to do. This could be something that either holds up something you've got going on with them, or it might have nothing to do with you, but you are helping them make up their mind, you know, because they're kind of caught at a crossroads. With the Hangman, I do feel like this person is important in your life, either because they're already important or they have something that they are bringing to the table, or this moment for them is going to be important for you and your relationship with them, and it could evolve into something more substantial for a friendship, a collaboration, a community matter, family matter, or maybe a relationship matter. But for the time being, they are hung up. They are you know, going into the chrysalis phase this week. For your challenge, you've got the Justice card in reverse. And the Justice card in reverse is all about unfairness. It's all about unbalanced situations, things that are, again, working against you. This can also indicate a situation, excuse me, I'm just going to, there's a little hair on that, it was bothering me. It could also indicate a situation where you are going to need to be ready to break some ties or break some agreements for your own good. Sometimes the Justice card reverse can show up where it could be revealed something that we are engaged in as far as a contract or maybe a setup with another person is actually not fair. There's something unbalanced about it that is working against us. It's holding us back. It could get either revealed or it may get fixed this week. But with the Justice card reversed, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to be easy. Sometimes setting things right can be very, very difficult, especially if there is resistance to that. If there's a situation where somebody might be behaving dishonestly, somebody who has a lot to lose for the situation getting fixed may be acting out or doubling or tripling down. There could be a lot more going on there. So for your love life, you've got the Six of Cups upright, which is all about revisits, reconnections, but also familiarity, sweetness, getting back to happier times in love and romance. Now, for a lot of you, the Six of Cups can indicate getting a chance to bond with a partner or a love interest over a lot of things that maybe we have not had a chance to play around with or have so much fun with in recent or less recent history. This could maybe be bringing back old games, old pastimes, old love languages, or we're taking a trip down memory lane. The Six of Cups can also indicate a situation where you might be revisiting an earlier stage of the relationship, getting a chance to have a bit of a honeymoon phase with a partner. And for those of you who are single or available to new people, the Six of Cups can indicate either a reconnection or a revisit with somebody that you have a good chemistry with from the past, or possibly just connecting with somebody who has a striking resemblance in some way to an old flame from the past. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecast for the week starting April 22nd. On the 23rd, we've got a full moon in your sign, which is all about energy jumps, culminations, and transitions. And over the course of the 2 weeks following the 23rd, you're going to find that a lot of closures are going on. A lot of endings are going on, especially when it comes to blocks or attachments that have been maybe standing in the way of progress in your personal story, your personal pursuits, your personal projects, things that you've got going on, your priorities, your goals that don't really have anything to do with other people. Now, a full moon in your sign is also an extra blessing because a full moon in your sign is your once a year deep clearing moon. And you are getting a chance to also use this however you want. If you have been looking to escape something, quit something, end something, or remove something from your life or from your world, to not have to deal with it anymore, no longer have it on your plate, during this period from the 23rd up until about the end of week 1 of May, you are going to be getting a chance to take a lot of escapes and do a lot of purges with much less resistance than you normally would. Use that power well. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, in your 6th house of work, reputation, schedule, the teams that you're on, the people that you serve with, as well as how you are received and valued by your community. When we have Mercury turning direct here, there is a big focus, especially for the first 10 days following, on road paving, speed ups, and cleanups. And any kinds of complications that have come up as it relates to communities you might be working with or serving, or any teams that you're on professionally or socially, any kind of social involvements that you have, this is going to be focusing on rooting out and eliminating the causes and cores of those problems. Now, whether those are agreements, that's paperwork, it's a setup, it's a routine, or it's a person, Mercury does not care. The good news is this is also going to be speeding up the rate with which you are getting rewarded for the hard work that you do. And there could be some important fixes going on, especially on an atmospheric and environmental level, where it's needed most in a lot of groups that you roll with. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, if you are interested in single card pulls for daily reads, or perhaps you have a desire for a single card pull for a question that you would like a quick answer to, check out the first clip at the beginning of this video because I've got a gift for you. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay. So your big spiritual theme this week is the Tower reversed. And so with the Tower card reversed, there's going to be a lot of intense external transitions going on around you, but nothing really happening to you personally. This is the card where we might be vicariously influenced by things going on around us, right? Other corners of the office, other corners of the neighborhood, other corners of the community, other corners of the family. But it's not necessarily happening to us directly. There may be a lot of domino effect events going on in your life this week that may change up a lot of your plans because of these intense transitions that are going on. However, with the Tower card reversed, it's important to understand that while this may be happening, it's not something that you can necessarily, nor maybe should, prevent in some situations. A lot of the times, the Tower, upright or reversed, these are things that are happening because they are necessary to get a lot of other souls and soul collectives, so to speak, on the move, out of a place of being stuck in a certain pattern or in a certain way. It's just time. But with the Tower card reversed, you may be called upon to adjust in the aftermath of these things, and that might come up a lot this week. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, you've got the Judgment card upright. Oh, the sun is really bright. You got the Judgment card upright, which is actually a really good card to get here because the Judgment card is giving you a chance to give you your shot, so to speak, when it comes to important meetings, important interviews, tests of your methods, possibly important conversations, or maybe even a conflict or two that are going to give you a chance to wrap up a stage in this part of your life, whether it has to do with a financial matter, a work matter, or even a living situation matter. The Judgment card upright is all about bringing all stories to a head, all matters to a head, wherever this shows up in preparation for advancement. This can be the kind of opportunity where you can test out of a role. You might score a cool new job. You might open a brand new road, financially speaking, but you got to be ready to show your stuff. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Star upright. And the Star is all about restoration. It's all about healing. But it's also a card of good news coming in stages. When we get the Star card upright, this is also another road opener card or a new destination, a new direction opener card. Now, a contact or a friend or an ally, a partner, a family member may be working with you on this, or this just might be news you are getting from somebody in a community that you're a part of. With the Star card, what this is doing is this is lighting up an opportunity for you and those involved to make a big score later on this year. And we are all kind of heading in that direction now. The road is open, the road is confirmed, it's time to commence with that journey. This could also be showing up to clean up or clear up some kind of old issue or old negative influence from the past that has prevented movement for you or for other people involved in this situation. For your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Wands reversed. And this is all about downtime, right? This is all about taking space. This is a card of choosing not to get involved. And sometimes with the Five of Wands reversed, our biggest challenge is not getting involved where we think we should get involved. Now, it's not saying depraved indifference is the answer to everything. Absolutely not. But there may be some things, kind of like what we saw with that Tower card reversed, where we don't want to get involved, where we don't want to just kind of leap into the fray. This can also be a card where we need to be ready to quit certain situations or even put other people on timeout, whether it's because they're just not good for the situation, we got to put them on the bench, or we might need to send somebody away for a little bit, or maybe remove them from a situation so it can get better. But with the Five of Wands reversed, this downtime is for peace. This is getting ourselves or something else out of a situation so that we are able to actually capitalize on whatever good could come out of a shift as well. Now, obviously, if something horrible is going on and you can do something about it, that's a completely different story. We're not talking about that. But knowing when it's smart to be hands-off and let things play out is also wisdom. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Seven of Wands upright. And the Seven of Wands upright is a card of conquest. This is a card that talks about a tide turning in our favor. Now, if you and a partner have been struggling with something that you've been fighting for, maybe something that you've been trying to tackle together as a team, this could be for each other, this could be for your partner, for you, for the family, there is a really good news coming in here about suddenly the advantage going in your favor. The Seven of Wands can also indicate the diminishing of some kind of negative obstacle or problem that has been pretty chronic for either you or a partner. And the relationship is becoming all of the more riled up in a very, very good way. There seems to be it's almost like we found a new source of fuel. We found some kind of new source of power to tap into. And there's going to be a lot more intensity, yes, but also a lot more intimacy, a lot more playfulness, a lot more confidence coming in here. And with the Seven of Wands, again, some kind of chronic obstacle that seemed almost insurmountable is now getting beaten back. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Seven of Wands upright is indicating that you might find yourself in a situation where somebody is very determined to get your attention, or very determined to make sure that you know that they care. Some of you may also find that you are beating off options with a stick. You could be very popular this week as well. Just make sure with the Seven of Wands that you are taking your time to deliberate your options and, see what there is to explore. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. And on the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Scorpio, your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, shortcuts, secrets, and old business as it affects the present. And starting on the 23rd and for the 2 weeks following, there is a big focus on energy jumps, culminations, and transitions here. When we have a full moon in the 12th house, it's going to be intense. Everyone has one a year, and this is yours. This is what I would call the breakdown breakthrough moon when it happens in the 12th house. This is a time where a lot of things in your life that have maybe been stalled or maybe held up or frozen or stuck are getting dislodged and are allowed to be given life where they have been maybe cramped up or kept locked up. And that is really where the breakthrough opportunities happen, especially when it comes to things that have been forced to stay small or stay out of the way or have been obscured or overlooked or not getting the help or the resources they need to thrive. However, this can also bring some breakdown moments because a full moon in the 12th house also eliminates things that you might be attached to that are not keeping you in the present, that are not keeping you current. And so while this is happening for you, right, bringing you or certain corners of your world into 2024, this can sometimes feel like a period of deep loss, especially when it comes to having things removed that need to go, that have been overdue for release, whether we feel we have adequate resolution for them or not. Whatever the case is, treat it like a clean slate. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your 5th house of romance, recreation, creativity, as well as personal enterprises and your relationships with your kids. And after about 3 weeks of a lot of confusion, a lot of turnarounds, a lot of weird messages, and maybe even some flub-ups, Mercury is now changing his priority to road paving, speed-ups, and cleanups. And when we have Mercury direct here, this is about speeding up progress towards the best outcomes in all pursuits you have in this area of your life. Mercury in the 5th house is a great influence, especially when it comes to delving into the opportunity to have deeper friendships with our kids, deeper friendships on a platonic level with romantic partners, attracting in more romantic partner opportunities if you're looking, but also speeding up to successful fruition creative and financial projects that you've been working on your own. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. And if you are interested in daily single card pulls or single card answer opportunities, check out the first clip of this video because I've got a gift for you. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. And so let's see what's up here. Spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme or the big focus here, you've got the Ace of Swords upright, which is what I call the green light card. It's the road opener card. Sorry, the sun is really bright. And with the Ace of Swords upright, this is going to be a week where a lot of things in your life that have maybe been kind of stuck in traffic jams, waiting on other people, waiting on other decisions to be made, maybe even giving you, not necessarily the runaround, but getting you in a spot where you just have to kind of wait on authorization or the okay from other people. You're getting the okay. Things are starting to clear up. It's time to be moving forward, and commencing with a lot of overdue starts. With the Ace of Swords upright, this could be coming with the help of other people, or this could just be because, again, roads opening up, could be a new road getting paved, or a lot of traffic getting out of your way. When it comes to your material circumstances, work, job, and finances, you've got the Four of Wands upright, which is all about celebration, good news, and big accomplishments. And when we have the Four of Wands, you're going to be crossing an important milestone this week. This could be something coming together, something finally materializing that has been maybe slowly building up for a long time. Now, this could be something that involves a financial goal. This could be something that you're working on with a group of people, whether it's on the job, or maybe it's a family pursuit, a household matter, or this could be something that is helping to lift you up a status, change your title, change your duties, change your reputation on and off the job. With the Four of Wands, there's going to be cause for celebration. It's actually going to be a very, very good week because the Four of Wands is kind of setting us up with a more pleasant, consistent, and secure new normal with foundations that can't be shook, which is also, again, very, very good news. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, this is, again, a damn good week it looks like for you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune upright. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of the Deus Ex Machina card. This is a card where we have some kind of really important good news or turn of luck or good fortune that catches everybody off guard, but in the form of a pleasant surprise. Now, this could be a pleasant surprise that is coming to you through one of your circles, your community, or again, an important connection that you have, Or this could be something coming up because of an environmental change going on around you or going on around somebody that you know. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is likely something that is coming to be shared. This is an important breakthrough, and this is likely something that is out of your control. This is not something that is brought forth into being by you or anything that you've done specifically, but yet at the same time with the Wheel of Fortune, just be prepared. You might be in for some disruptive good news this week, or some plan-changing good news. That you might have to drop a few things for it, or you might have to be ready to kind of look at the rest of your calendar for April or for May, or this could just be, again, a big win that kind of changes a lot of commitments or plans that we've had because of, what it takes and what we are going to need to get involved in. But again, it's all good. For your challenge this week, you've got the Two of Wands upright. Not really a bad challenge. The Two of Wands is all about commitments. It's all about agreements. It's all about getting committed, joining forces with people. This is one of the cards of partnership, especially when it comes to platonic partnerships, business partnerships, collaborations with friends. Now, when this card shows up as a challenge, this can often show up where we are being challenged to be more committal and committed to people when we've been keeping things a little bit more fluid, a little bit more loose, a little bit more play as you go. This can sometimes require us to get more grounded or cemented in commitments that we've been hesitant to, or maybe make more time or take more action where we've been a little bit more easygoing. If we do, we're going to be doing extremely well, but if this card is showing up as a challenge, it may also suggest that in order for you to really get the most out of this week, you're going to have to start making some commitment decisions that either you've been putting off or you've not really figured out how you're going to manage. And sometimes conflicts of interest can show up with that as well, especially if it's like, okay, well, I really want to commit to working more with this friend or this family member, but I know it's going to get on the toes or ruffle the feathers of this friend or this family member or whatever is going on there. But with the Two of Wands, we are dealing with such a good week. It's going to be worth it for you to get involved, get committed. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ace of Cups reversed. And the Ace of Cups reversed can actually indicate blocked emotions, self-censorship, people holding things back, not coming forward with concerns, not being open in their communications. And a lot of the times this comes down to hiding or concealing painful emotions or hurt feelings. And this could be something coming up with a partner or a love interest. And you might need to do some sleuthing as to figure out what exactly it is they are censoring or holding back. Now, this could indicate, yes, unfortunately, something unhappy going on where they're not really happy with something that we have arranged or the way we've been doing something. They may be hiding something that's hurting them. This could be something that's got nothing to do with you, but it could have something to do with their world that they're not sure they can share comfortably right now. And with the Ace of Cups, the best way to deal with those blocked emotions is, of course, make it a safe place to be a person to share with, to be open with, right? We want to be in a relationship where this person doesn't think they have to walk on eggshells around us or worry about us getting like crazy reactive or something. And so, not that they would, but, sometimes they might be afraid to come forward, and maybe it's got nothing to do with you, right? But they might have something to say about something that was done in the past, or something that they don't know how you're going to feel about this, or maybe it's something that someone did or whatever. But there is something that needs to come out this week. That way, once it's out in the open, we can deal with it. So that is what I've got for you. I hope that you found this helpful. And if you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Scorpio, your 11th house of friendships, community, and your support system. And starting on the 23rd and for the 2 weeks following, there is a big focus on energy jumps, culminations, and transitions. Now, when we do have a full moon in our 11th house, this can be a time of some social pruning. And likely there is going to be something that comes up where you choose, and rightfully so, to cut ties with an association, whether it be with a friend or maybe a community or a group you have affiliated with or spent time with, or you might be taking your leave. This is probably something that will be coming up because of some kind of event or action on the part of the other party, or perhaps something that you are finally evolving out of. This can sometimes indicate a harsh break or a soft break, depending on what's going on with you. But I will say, for everybody, this is usually never a surprise. Usually, whatever is coming up to be cleared or whatever tie is coming up to be ended is something that was already hanging by a thread. On the 25th, you've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is all about road paving, speed-ups, and cleanups in your 4th house of home, family, your living situation, home economy, and even your roots as it relates to your family of origin. And when we have Mercury turning direct here, after about 3.5 weeks or so of a lot of rearrangements, a lot of sudden big left turns, maybe even some unhappy moments where we kind of get taken back into our past or old influences from the past as it relates to our family of origin or our living situation come back, we are now seeing a lot of cleanups going on. And there might actually be a dislodging as well of a lot of family goals or family plans or living arrangement plans that have been forced to wait on external circumstances. So if you have been trying to do something different for your family, or you have maybe your whole family has some kind of goal for later in the year, whether it's about the living situation, or you are looking to change certain family relationships for the better, or even do some cleanup work as it relates to some family problems that have been resistant to improvement or resistant to cleanups in general, Mercury direct here is going to be your best friend, especially in the first 10 days following the 25th. So that is what you've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, if you are interested in daily single card polls or single card answers to questions you might have, check out the first clip of this video because I've got a gift for you. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So, we've got money. Not money, sorry, that's the spiritual theme card. So, spiritual themes. Now money. Material concerns. News from others. Challenges. And love. All right, so spiritual theme. Well, it looks like you've got the Hermit card upright. And the Hermit card is all about getting a chance to set yourself apart. So a lot of themes of this week are all about getting you away from spaces, from activities, as well as people that kind of fill up your normal, fill up your everyday. And with the Hermit card, more often than not, this is actually something to our advantage because we are also getting a chance to kind of get back in touch with our own personal roads, our own personal stories that are, irrespective of other people, right? Things that, if you've been in a space where it kind of feels like you've been living another person's life, you've been kind of, maybe spending a lot of time and it's like your world has kind of revolved around your work or a family member or a partner, and it's kind of like we're in their journey, but we're not really in ours. This is going to be a week where we kind of come back to us. We come back to what we're supposed to be doing. The Hermit card can also be a really good card for us being able to capitalize on a lot of wins and a lot of shifts that maybe we would not have seen if we kind of kept on roads and paths that we normally stick to, or paths more commonly walked down by others. This can be a week where a lot of really good secrets or a lot of advantageous secrets are going to be coming to you because you are spending more time by yourself, or maybe with a few choice important one-on-one connections. And so pay close attention to where you are getting set apart, taken away from the crowd sometimes. This is actually for your benefit. For your work life, job, money, material concerns, practical affairs, you've got the Lover's card reversed. And the Lover's card reversed is a warning card. This can talk about bad commitments, bad involvements, strife, arguments. And a lot of the times with the Lover's card reversed, we can see a situation where either people are trying to join forces or have joined forces that had no business joining forces with each other. It's a bad mix. It's a bad contract. It's a bad commitment. And this could be something coming up for dissolution this week. And this is likely something that's already proven itself to be bad, not fair to you. It could be a lose-lose situation. But with the Lover's card reversed, there is a separation. There is a clearing. There is a clipping going on here. It doesn't mean that we'll be free of conflict. You know, some people that might have been getting something out of that might not necessarily give a damn about the greater good, but you will be happy for the ending of it. But be careful, because sometimes this card can also indicate where bad deals, bad contracts, bad propositions could also be coming this week. And so you really want to be heavily scrutinizing of any kind of new commitments as well. Only pick the ones that are golden and make sure that they can prove they are. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Strength card reversed. And the Strength card reversed is all about recklessness. It's all about extremes, extreme behavior, people acting out, and there could be some conflict going on here as well. Some of you may end up finding yourselves in a fight with a family member or a friend or a member of a community that you're involved in. Or if you are not in a fight with them yourselves, you may be in a situation where you are coming to the assistance of a friend or a relative or a partner that is engaged in such a fight with somebody on their end of things. The Strength card reversed can indicate recklessness, impulsivity, people letting their passions control them, or people just letting their emotions run amok and create a lot of hell in other people's lives. And so you might be dealing with a situation where a person either because they can't or don't care is creating a lot of collateral damage as well. And so you might have to confront that situation, confront that person, or step up and defend against somebody who is struggling with somebody like that. For your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And this is not really a bad challenge, even though it is showing up in the challenge situation. Because the Knight of Pentacles is all about prosperity. It's all about dedication. It's all about strong will. It's all about gain and increase, industry, and all of that. So when we're talking about this being a challenge, it could be that a lot of you Capricorn people are going to need to be a bit more selfish this week, a lot more inwardly focused. You are an earth sign. The Knight of Pentacles could be you. Taking your time away from situations where you could be missing out because of what's going on with other people, making sure that you are taking care of yourself and your needs, and your challenge could be making sure that you're not getting other people's ick on your stuff, in your stuff. With the Knight of Pentacles as a challenge, this could also indicate an opportunity for you to rise up in the world. This could be something coming to you from work or through some other avenue, but you are going to need to run a tighter ship. You might need to be selfish in taking that opportunity. You might have to turn aside from something that would keep you from being able to dedicate yourself there. And that can be a challenge too. For your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Six of Wands in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse is all about a change of heart. It can be a card of backpedaling or reversing something that was done or something that was already set in motion or already decided. Now, for a lot of you, this is likely going to be something where you and a partner are going to be having a change of heart about a recent decision or maybe a road we've come down as a couple, or maybe with a family decision, a living situation decision, or something like that. And we are getting a chance to back out of it. We are getting a chance to rewind, backpedal away, which can be really, really good. However, this can also be a card that means, well, there might be some news that says something we thought was good for us is not really good, and we have to backpedal now. We have to have our change of heart about this relationship decision or this relationship path, whatever has been going on here. This could be happening to both of you, or this could be something going on in a partner's life as it relates to you, or this could be something going on, in their world outside of the relationship as well. And for those of you who are single or available to new people, this change of heart could indicate a situation where you might want to rethink a stance or rethink a relationship decision that either you made about somebody in the past, either because we maybe gave them too much of the benefit of the doubt. We're being too lenient, we're being too nice, or it could be the opposite. Maybe we're being too harsh. That's all going to depend, right? This is a reading for all Capricorns. Now, that is what I've got for you. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, of course, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. I'd appreciate it if you'd like, shared, and subscribed. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd, 2024. On the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Scorpio taking place in your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. And starting on the 23rd and for the 2 weeks following, you're going to be noticing a lot of energy jumps, culminations, and transitions going hard in these areas of your life. Now, a full moon in Scorpio is all about out with the old, in with the new. It's like the death card in the tarot. And there could be some very important environmental and atmospheric shifts going on in an office or maybe around your business, a market that you take part in, or maybe just your earning power in general that's creating a powerful turnover moment for you. This is also a graduation moon, so a lot of you may be finding there is a chance to jump ship from a role or from a work path that you've been on into something that is going to be a lot more lucrative, maybe even capitalizing on an opening or an opportunity internally or externally that was not available to you before. This is also a time where a lot of you may be getting lifted up or raised up by influential and or powerful figures that may have a good say or some powerful sway in a work environment, a financial environment, or a business space that you share. On the 25th, we've got Mercury turning direct in Aries, in your third house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, as well as helpful third parties and allies. And when we have Mercury turning direct in the third house, after a few weeks or so of revising, upending, rewriting, or reversing a lot of old contracts, agreements, and ways of kind of going about our life with these people or ties that we share with others, Mercury is now focusing on road paving, speed ups, and cleanups, especially when it comes to you getting a chance to speed up the completion of a lot of situations that you do have a lot of shared interests in with other people. This can also be speeding up to fruition and completion a lot of contracts, a lot of promises, a lot of pacts that you do also have an interest in or have an influence over you. And this can also be a time where helpful third parties, friends, allies, well-wishers, whoever, are also going to be showing up to hook you up. So make sure, especially between the 25th of April and about the end of week 1 of May, you are allowing for some helpful interference in your life. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's move on and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. And also, if you're interested in daily single card pulls or single card answers to questions you may have, might want to check out the first clip of this video because guess what? I've got a gift for you. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Okay. All right, so for your spiritual theme, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed. And so this week, we're going to be kind of on notice. The Knight of Cups reverse can indicate situations where we need to start looking at the ties around us or the influences around us and what they are bringing to the table. Because the Knight of Cups reverse can show up where other people's problems or other people's issues, be they personal or whatever, that should be kind of managed by them are not getting managed by them. And they're starting to affect us, our spaces or the spaces and the journeys of people around us. Things are becoming more communicable, so to speak, when this card is reversed. And there could be a need for you to get ready to be a bit tougher, a bit more engaged around damage control, or where you need to be ready to take steps back, kind of shrink the contact list for a little while, not be sharing so much in other people's stories or letting them kind of drag you along for their journeys. This can also indicate a situation where the shared issues of another person or maybe, or whatever, again, could be spreading throughout an office or a family or whatever is going on here. And if it's already been happening, we got to be tougher about it. If it gets started this week, face it toughly. So let's move on. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, you've got the Page of Swords upright, which is actually all about shortcuts. This is all about examinations. This can be a card of inquiry as well. A lot of you may be getting chances to explore new job opportunities or new financial opportunities that seem to be fresh, kind of either coming out now, kind of coming on the table now. This could be a request. This could be news coming your way. A lot of the times with the Page of Swords, we are getting hailed. Something is getting put out there for us to go and investigate. And when we have this card, it can indicate an unplanned improvement, an unplanned advancement here. This is the kind of card that will show up where, there's sort of a hiring board development, or there is something going on in the office, or there is something that a friend finds, or there's something that is rolled out that is brand new. And you are going to want to check it out because this could be something that could be a very cool lift for you, or maybe your career or your earning power, your home, whatever is going on there. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Knight of Wands upright, and the Knight of Wands is all about help. This is a card where a friend, an ally, somebody that is highly capable is kind of charging in and boosting you up. The Knight of Wands can indicate somebody coming in to help further something that you've got going on that could grow faster, that could get bigger, that could progress at a rate that you can speed up when you're going to pay it off. get paid off for it, or get paid out for it, I should say. With the Knight of Wands, this could be somebody that is helping to come in and boost your social life, boost your professional life, or boost your love life for some of you, because sometimes the Knight of Wands is just kind of here to bring action and bring intensity everywhere it goes. And with the Knight of Wands, this could also indicate somebody coming and helping you to not only accelerate something in your life or move something forward, but somebody that is also coming to back you up, add their power, their drive, their connections, whatever they have to give to your life in order for you to put it to use for whatever you want. I've also found that this card, however, with the Knight of Wands, is an excellent seeker and finder. And so this could also be somebody either coming with something that you've been actively searching for and could not find yourself, or perhaps somebody you send on a bit of a quest who does succeed in retrieving it. For your challenge this week, you've got the Chariot upright. The Chariot is all about victory. It's all about accomplishment, triumph, popularity. And with the Chariot as a challenge, this can also be a card of speeding things up. This is also a card of acceleration. And sometimes this card can show up where things in our lives are starting to progress and evolve in ways that are very good for us. We're making more money, we're climbing up the ladder faster, we're finishing projects faster, our social life and our love life are becoming all the more satisfying and fulfilling and thrilling. But at the same time with the Chariot, we need to be ready for a more active lifestyle in a sense, or a more active life, period, because of it, right? This is going to ask us to be, more engaged and more involved. If you have, kind of a more of a lax pace in your life, this week could feel a bit demanding. But this is all very good for you because this is also helping you overcome a lot of holdups, a lot of speed bumps, a lot of setbacks in your life as well. When the Chariot shows up as a challenge, you might be also finding that people are boosting you in ways where it's actually very good for you, but you're feeling a bit uncomfortable, pushing you to reach for things that are higher than you're used to reaching for, taking action, again, ahead of the, maybe your normal comfortable pace. Adjust for it. For your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Three of Wands reversed. And the Three of Wands reversed can be all about missed opportunities. This can indicate delays, oversights, just, kind of mess-ups and across the board. Now, with the Three of Wands reversed, this can indicate some issues coming up with a partner about something not getting done that's supposed to be getting done. Now, this could be something you've both made an oversight with, something that we've both forgot to do or both didn't follow up with. Neither of us was doing it. We could have both dropped a ball. Or this could be something going on where we might find out a partner could be going through some difficulties because of a missed opportunity that they didn't know they had. They could be a bit despondent this week, a bit off. With this card, it's important to also remember that we are getting this not as a message to rub it in, but to actually get a heads up on things that we run the risk of missing out on. And so as we go into this week, follow up with each other. Get more engaged, right? Get more involved with that Chariot card upright. This could be really good for you. This could be good for your partner, good for the family. But whatever this missed up opportunity is, it doesn't have to be missed. For those of you who are single or available to new people, this card can also indicate maybe realizing where we might be missing out on something, or maybe a miscommunication, a misunderstanding, taken too far, could be costly. And so we might want to follow up, engage. The Three of Wands reverse can indicate an oversight where we might be overlooking a good opportunity, romantically speaking. And yeah, picking up the phone, sending a message, just, seeing what's there would be good. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot for the week starting April 22nd. And on the 23rd, we've got a full moon in Scorpio, your ninth house of expansion, big moves, big travel opportunities, big contracts, as well as government and legal matters, long distance connections, and your spiritual path and practice. And when we have a full moon here, starting on the 23rd and for the 2 weeks following, there's a big focus on energy jumps, culminations, and transitions. Now, this can be seen as a blockbuster full moon for you, especially when it comes to getting out of situations that have been prohibiting you from making big moves or taking on bigger projects or bigger pursuits in your life, whether this has to do with something professional or something personal. A full moon in the ninth house can indicate the elimination, deletion, or expunging of some kind of binding agreement, contract, or something that maybe has been sort of governing an entire corner of your world, or maybe even creating a limitation to your freedom of movement in that kind of in that corner of your world. And this is also a time where a lot of you could be getting a chance to lock in or score some opportunities to promote yourself in terms of your visibility in the world. This is one of those 15 minutes of fame kinds of transits for those of you that are looking forward to that. Or perhaps you'd like to bring some awareness or some popularity to something that you are working on. You would like to get some support for it, or lock in an opportunity for a big move or a big travel event or excursion you would like to go on as well later on in the year. On the 25th, we have Mercury turning direct in Aries, which is your second house of income, employment, values, and valuables. And after 3.5 weeks or so of kind of getting stuck working in very confusing ways, or maybe dealing with the wrong people, the wrong projects, encountering dead ends, or finding yourself obliged to almost live in the wrong reality, this direct motion of Mercury is focusing now on road paving, speed ups, and cleanups for you. And this is likely, especially in the first 10 days of its newly direct motion, so from April 25th through the end of week 1 of May, going to help you to speed up an important transition or departure you would like to make in order to bring a wonderful shift in terms of just bringing a new shine to your professional life or your financial world. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. And don't forget, if you are interested in daily single card pulls or daily single card answers to maybe questions you have, might want to check out the first clip of this video. I've got a gift for you. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time for your weekly tarot and the traffic, and the sun is doing some really cool lighting stuff in here right now, so let's capitalize on it while we have it. So we've got your spiritual themes, money, material concerns, work, job, communications and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay. All right. So it looks like for your spiritual theme, you've got the Empress card upright, which is all about huge environmental changes getting underway this week, but also continuing beyond this week, that are starting to kind of renovate and shape up your world on the physical, on the social, on the relational, on the professional, to be one that actually provides you with a lot more wealth, abundance, happiness, and security, but also increasing the yield of what you get out of what you invest in. Whether you're investing time, you're investing money, you're investing love, you're investing anything whatsoever. Because the Empress card is all about maximum harvest and maximizing harvests as well. This is also a card of generosity. And so you may also find that this is a week where people are being extra generous with you, whether this is coworkers, whether it's friends, family members, allies, or just fate being more generous with you, more kind with you as well. pay attention to what is going on when it comes to a lot of environmental shifts that are happening during this week. Sometimes the Empress card has a way of sifting out things that are negative that we may or may not know are negative, and also boost and lift up things that are actually assets to us, whether we knew or did not know they were assets, or knew or did not know how to value them. And there could be some lessons to be learned in that as well, but again, it's all for your gain. For your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Eight of Swords upright. And the Eight of Swords is all about paralysis, inertia, stuckness, entrapment. And a lot of you Piscean people may, as we go through the sifting, thanks to that Empress, may have to come face to face with something that is serving to be a block, a liability, an anchor, or something that continues to keep you in a state of inertia or a state of stuckness here. It could be something that is blocking good financial or professional opportunities. It could be keeping us in a trapped or stuck place as it relates to our living situation, our quality of life. Or this could even just be an attachment to a person or an account that is being given a vote in what goes on in our world, whether it's directly or indirectly, right, spiritually, energetically, that we need to take responsibility for. The Eight of Swords upright is a card of self-imposed or self-maintained struggles, right? We do have a say in this. The girl in the picture could easily cut her cords on the swords around her, and there are 8 of them, take off her blindfold and get the hell out of there. But she's not. And we are going to have to really face and see what could be going on that could be continuing a situation that should not and does not have to be. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Ace of Wands upright. And it looks like some kind of powerful new boost, new adventure, new invitation, or new opportunity is coming your way. The Ace of Wands is all about action. It's all about drive, passion, energy, and initiations. And there could be something that is getting started or something that is getting revved up or sped up by a turn of events going on that is going to ask you to be a bit more committed to either a journey, a project, or a friend or a contact if you want to capitalize on this. The Ace of Wands is all about getting lifted up, getting a chance to, again, start a new road or take on some kind of promising new venture, whether it is a joint venture between you and one other person, or a group collaboration, or something that is going to be boosting you in terms of your personal life or your professional life. But I get a sense from this Ace of Wands that you might need to find a way to give yourself more space and time to prioritize this. For your challenge this week, you've got the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is all about being spoiled for choice, having way too many options, or trying to maintain way too many realities, trying to keep a lot of balls in the air, and in a way also maybe not being able to give enough to anything to make them grow, to let them substantiate. This is a card that can talk about something not getting enough energy because there's too much energy going elsewhere, or things not manifesting or substantiating or growing because they're just not getting enough to be what they can be. This is the card that we need to kind of take some time, right? Take some stock. What is going on? Why is it, am I in a space where I'm kind of giving too little to too many things, and therefore that's why nothing is growing? Am I in a space where I'm working on the dreams or on the priorities that actually work for me? Or am I maybe investing in mirages? Or am I only investing in things or maintaining things out of pride or shame or fear or for old time's sake? With the Seven of Cups upright, we might be hitting a situation where we have to do something about distractions and wastes, drains, or even illusions that occupy too much of our time and space. These could be people, these could be projects, these could be ideas. But what we need to think about is, okay, look, if I have, $1,000 and I have to invest it in, these 3 friends, I'm going to make a bigger difference in this friend's life, by giving him $1,000 than I am giving 300, 400. Or if you had 10 friends, 100 to each, find out what's going on with how you are distributing yourself. It's a better way to put it. And what might be holding you up because of the way you're distributing yourself. For your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the King of Pentacles upright. Beautiful card, because this is all about coming into a stronger stride and a brand new stride in relationships. The King of Pentacles is the embodiment of a successful team. It's very strong power couple energy. Perfect matches, but more rooted in the friendship kind of energy and not so much in the romantic energy. Now, that doesn't mean that romance won't be there. But the King of Pentacles, and I often talk to my tarot students about that, usually is kind of the energy of the power couple that, gets the erotic mojo going because they have succeeded in conquering the world together. This could indicate a new person for those of you who are single or available to new people, or this could indicate a partner or a spouse or a love interest really coming into some new power or new prosperity themselves, and that changing the dynamic of our relationship into something, well, more King of Pentacles oriented. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.